Hello ma'am.
Hi.
I'm from Jaipuria Institute of Management, and
Hi.
I would like to have a 5-minute small conversation with you. Thank you. So, I have a question in mind regarding the IAS sector. So, what is the constant challenge that you have been facing in your career for the past 23 years?
So the challenge that you face in the civil service is the same challenge that you will face in life, and the common challenge for both is to be better than what you were yesterday. So that is the challenge, because with every evolution that happens, of course, the beauty of the service is that the entire canvas of the country, of the world, of the universe, in fact, is served to you on a platter in terms of the different departments that you serve. So the issues that everybody sees as challenges or problems in the civil society come to us on files in terms of issues and challenges of a civil servant, of how to bring about resolution, right? Because we cannot divest ourselves from not being a citizen. We sit on this side of the table only in the context of problem solving, but everywhere else we are either a consumer or a client, and above a consumer and a client, we are always a citizen of this country, right? So the challenges are the same in living a life through the job or through the career or through the work. I like to call it work because I think it is the work that we do, like the work that you are doing now. So we are all contributing in the making and the shaping of this nation. So wherever you are, that is important. And the challenges will always be the challenges that are for the nation.
Deriving from this answer comes my next question. What is the biggest myth about being an IAS officer?
Yeah, so the biggest myth is the myth that has been created by society by putting us on a pedestal. And that is something that a civil servant must very, very conscientiously recognize, and after acknowledgement, try and break the pedestal. Before somebody is in a position to pull you down, you should always walk on with your ground, with your feet very, very stable on the ground, because we are just one amongst the many professions. Our glorification, or the perception of glorification in the eyes of the world, comes from the fact that we have proximity to the decision makers of the country, right? That is the political executive. We have maybe a slightly more access, or people have more access in terms of the work that we do, in terms of the media and the social media, right? But social media has democratized this access. Everybody can reach out. So the glorification comes also from an understanding of what power means. If power comes from postings, where there are no lal battis now, but if power comes from posting of being a collector, we must remember what they said in Superman, or Superwoman for that matter. With great power comes great responsibilities. I say the other way around. With great assumption of responsibilities, by putting more value in the work that you do, comes more power, right? So we have to understand and change the narrative, and we must not just change the narrative, we must write the narrative by the work that we do. The work need not, it's like, you should allow your work to speak. It will not happen in the short term. Short term memory is also very small. So what you should do, one word advice if I had to give to everybody: be you who are, and consistently be who you are while you evolve. Consistency in terms of honesty, in terms of integrity, in terms of delivery, in terms of evolution, is what will define you and what will make you worthy of serving this nation.
Fair enough. By wrapping up this session for today, I have one more question for you, which is the most important one, I guess. What is your message to the youth with regards to the development of India?
Oh, fantastic question. Please remember that, like you have a family, right? The nation is like a family. Vasudev Kutumbakam. Yeah. It's a kutumb, and the kutumb is a pretty much a intangible thing, because nation is also perception that India is doing well. So it's a perception. There must be statistics below the perception, right? Like There's an icing on the cake. The cake has to be below the icing, right? So having said that, you are a unit. You are the foundation of that unit. With each new generation, we are building the foundation. And once the foundation is strong, you can build the superstructure. Also, never be afraid of thinking that you're the only one doing it. You're doing what you are doing consistently, even without recognition, is itself inspiring a lot of people you know nothing about. You know nothing about. I meet in my job people who saw me when I was SDM, where I was at the bottom rung of the hierarchy, so-called hierarchy, and people come and tell me, we saw what you were doing, and there was no newspapers, no social media. Newspapers, of course, but nobody bothers, right? So the point is that continue to do what you are doing, because you can contribute to the nation by contributing in the growth of yourselves. If all of us become very selfish and say, I will be the best version of myself, that is where individually, without our knowing, without having this charitable attitude कि मैं बहुत कुछ कर रहा हूँ, है ना? By improving ourselves, by becoming a better version of who we are, we will be making the foundation of this nation very, very strong. And that is what we must do, because our epitaphs or our obituaries are not written till we are dead. We have that much time to leave our legacy. Success is very different from legacy. Success is very ephemeral, stunning. It's momentary. But the legacy that you leave behind by the body of your work maybe will not come in any newspaper. But it will be who you become. And when you become what you are influencing people and making everybody better just by being better yourselves. So focus on yourselves before you even think about focusing on the nation, because just as the nation needs you, you also need the nation. That has to go in sync. And if you need the nation, contribute to yourself first. That is very, very important, I think.
I agree with you on this one. We'll try to implement it as much as I can.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Pleasure. Good luck to you. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.